Billy, let me ask you a question.
Bring it on.
Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble. We support it.
Yeah.
Did you expect the backlash that we have seen on social media?
You know, Ango, here's the thing. I knew that some people were going to be upset. I knew some people were going to be angry. I knew some people were going to be mad. That happens. It happens with every single person that ever wins, right?
Yeah.
What I wasn't expecting was the hate. I don't think it is fair. I don't think it is correct that the hate that Jey Uso has received for winning the Royal Rumble is what he has gotten. I actually made a TikTok on this yesterday. I believe that people in pro wrestling, especially the IWC, right, refuse to have fun. We, as a community, are one of the worst marginalized communities. We have taken the fun out of wrestling because we take it a little too literal, right? Now, it is okay to have a diverse opinion. I want to make that clear. It is okay to feel you are a wrestling fan. You're allowed to do that. But one thing that I hope every single person watching this stream, wherever you're watching, remembers is that this, no matter what way you spin it, is for the kids. Jey Uso is somebody that the kids love, right? He's over. And not only do the kids love him, somebody like me loves him.
Yeah.
I want to see the guy succeed. So just, I don't think it's a problem of, having an opinion. I think the biggest problem is like, hey, I think the hate is not warranted right now.
Yeah. It's really interesting. And I definitely want to break this down even more specifically.
Yeah.
There is a lot of specifics we could get into with this, but it's like the best way to explain it is it just goes to show you how fickle the IWC truly is, right?
Yes.
Like let's kind of break this down for a second. So the reality is, like, Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble, and the big thing that I see here, and this is where the IWC like genuinely bothers me.
Yeah.
Do people genuinely hate that Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, or do they hate the fact that their favorite wrestler did not win the Royal Rumble?
They hate the fact that their favorite wrestler did.
Okay, so now let's turn the tide a little bit in this conversation.
Yeah.
LA Knight was at the height of his career, which I think you could still argue that he's still very, very, very extremely over. But when you see that LA Knight doesn't win Money in the Bank, or LA Knight doesn't win the Royal Rumble, LA Knight doesn't get a world championship, right?
Yeah.
And then people get mad at WWE and say, hey, you're not making stars. WWE, you're not listening to the fans. These are the same people that are bitching and complaining and moaning that Uso won.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm a huge LA Knight guy.
Same.
LA Knight guy. Very, very supportive of his career, what he's done in Impact and NWA, coming to NXT and coming to WWE, and really being the star that we all knew he could be, right?
Yeah.
Maybe WWE finally listened to the feedback and the criticism that, hey, we have missed opportunities in the past. We can't let this one go, especially with Jey Uso being the guy. Listen, I could sit here and argue for days that Jey Uso isn't maybe the most qualified in-ring wrestler to be a world champion. I do think he has to, if you really want to win everybody over, I do think he's going to have to do a little bit more than super kicks and spears, for sure. But he's not a bad in-ring worker. He's a very, very good gimmick.
Dude, for
he's putting asses in seats. And on top of that, Billy, the thing that's getting ignored here that really pisses me off is that if you wanted LA Knight to win years ago, then you need to realize that Jey Uso's push and his like popularity and everything is extremely more than what LA Knight was.
For sure. And I think what people are failing to realize, right? Let me ask, this is a question for the chat. Did you guys hate when Kofi Kingston won? Sincerely. Were people upset when Kofi Kingston got the push that he got? Or did you feel that he had spent a long enough time in the company and he deserved it? Do you guys remember how big of a scenario that WrestleMania was? Do you remember that, Ango?
Yeah.
WrestleMania 35 is a very, very big WrestleMania at that time. Kofi Kingston had defeated a person, Daniel Bryan, who had kind of had a similar rise like that, right? Very similar. The fans very much got behind him.
Yeah.
We're dealing with the same exact thing here. All this shows is that WWE will 100% do something with you if you do everything to get over with the fans. Because I seen somebody say it in the chat. We make up, the IWC, make up 1%. And that's just the number that's being thrown out there. That's not nobody knows that's true. But it makes up a small percentage of what the actual fan base of pro wrestling is. And when I talk about pro wrestling, I'm not talking about AEW and I'm not talking about MLW. I'm only talking strictly about WWE. Yeah. Regardless of what we think, there is a community that don't watch me and Ango. There's not, I can name numerous names. They are just casual fans who watch to watch, and they watch to enjoy the show. Yeah. And those are the people who wanted Jey Uso to win the Royal Rumble. And guess what? They got it. The dude sells merchandise. He puts asses in seats. So for us to sit here and hate on something that is gradually going to evolve, and then, by the way, the hate is coming before we even know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We don't even know what it looks like yet.
Yeah.
We're just jumping and assuming that, he's going to go face Gunther, which, by the way, I actually have a different take.
What's your take? Whoa.
Yeah.
Hold on, because you did not say this during the Royal Rumble Pro stream, so that's why I'm.
Yes, I had sat down. I had done some thinking over the weekend. Mm-hmm. I went down. I watched the media scrum, and I watched everything that took place at the media scrum, and I made a TikTok about it. I will say this: a lot of people will come at me and maybe think I'm delusional, and that's okay. I think what people are angry about is Jey facing Gunther again, because we've already seen it. A lot of people are mad at it. Mm-hmm. If you go back and you watch that media scrum, and I get it, a lot of people are under the belief that John Cena is actually going to be facing Cody Rhodes. Mm-hmm. He gets involved in there somehow, or he has the match with Logan Paul. What people are failing to think about and not realize is during that media scrum, John Cena said he's going to get his 17th title. He's entering the Elimination Chamber. Who was the last person that Jey Uso threw out of that Rumble? Pushed him out, shoved him out, whatever.
John Cena.
It was John Cena. John Cena finally says the word, I'm going to get 17. And he does it in a not John Cena's happy-go-lucky way.
Okay.
John Cena says it in a way that you're looking and you're like, oh, this guy's serious again. He says he's going to Hungary to film a movie, and he's given his opponents 1 month. Now, John Cena is saying that he's entering the Elimination Chamber because he now feels that is what's best for business. You want to know what else is best for business? John Cena versus Jey Uso at WrestleMania.
So John Cena, you're saying John Cena versus Cody like night one, and then...
No, I don't even think... I think we're missing the point with Cody.
Well, how does Cody drop the belt to John Cena? If John Cena wins Elimination Chamber, how does Cody drop the belt to John Cena?
I think they're going to do something along the lines in the Elimination Chamber where they have because again, we don't know what's happening. This is just my prediction. I believe that we're going to have an Elimination Chamber World Heavyweight Championship match.
Okay. That could make sense.
Yes.
Do I think your prediction is probable? In all honesty, no. Do I love the fantasy booking idea? I do. And the reason why I kind of like this fantasy booking is one of the things that I love here about this scenario.
Yeah.
4 years ago, we had Jey and Roman.
Yeah.
Obviously, I told you during the Rumble stream, and I've been telling you this for weeks now on the Let Ingo Show Live. I've been saying Jey Uso world champion, Sami Zayn heel turn. There's the cinema. Yeah. I still 1,000,000% believe that's the move. I've been calling it for a long time. That's the move. However, what I do like about your fantasy booking, your little prediction, even though I don't think it's going to happen, I love the idea that you could circle back to Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns.